Okay, so have you ever felt just completely swamped by information?
Oh,
You
does?
know, you're reading all these articles, listening to podcasts, getting advice from everywhere,
Mhm.
constantly analyzing, maybe debating things in your head or even with others, but
Yeah.
you never actually do anything.
Yeah, analysis paralysis is a real thing.
Exactly. That feeling, getting stuck just thinking and thinking instead of acting, well, that's what we're calling a philosopher trap.
Mm. Interesting term.
And today we're diving deep into the source material that's designed to help us, well, avoid those traps. It's called the 360-degree cheat sheet for practical living.
A cheat sheet for life, basically.
Kind of. Think of it as an antidote to getting stuck in your own head.
And it's fascinating how widespread this issue is. The
Yeah.
cheat sheet really gets to the heart of it, how overthinking these, big questions can just freeze
Freeze
you
your progress, yeah.
across everything, really. Work, health, relationships. And it makes a strong case that just taking action, even if it's not perfect action, is often way more effective than endless debating.
I totally agree. So our mission here today is to pull out the key insights, the really practical nuggets from this material.
Right.
We want to give you, the listener, some tools, some quick insights to help you move from just contemplating to, well, actually doing stuff in different parts of your life.
Without getting lost in those philosophical weeds.
Exactly. So let's break it down. This cheat sheet points out these common philosopher traps in various life areas.
Okay.
And for each one, it gives a practical approach, often with a historical example, someone who kind of figured it out.
Oh, cool. Like case studies?
Yeah, sort of. The main idea is always shifting focus from just thinking, towards doing and improving.
Makes sense. Action-oriented.
Okay, let's start with career and work. The trap here, according to the sheet, is that agony over finding your one true calling.
Ah, yes. The big purpose question.
Right. Or the, cosmic meaning of your job. It's like you won't start dating until you find your absolute soulmate.
Yeah, and what's interesting there is how waiting for that perfect philosophical alignment can actually stop you finding what you're looking for.
How so?
Well, you're paralyzed. You don't build skills. You don't get real experience. You don't really learn what you even like or what you're good at if you're just waiting for the lightning bolt and purpose.
You're on the sidelines.
Exactly. You're not even in the game.
So the practical advice is surprisingly straightforward.
Let me guess. Just start.
Pretty much. Jump into a field that seems like it has potential, where you can learn things.
Get your hands dirty.
Yeah, learn on the job, see what happens, and be willing to pivot as you figure out your strengths and what actually interests you.
So clarity comes from doing, not just thinking.
That's the idea. You don't need the grand plan up front.
And that connects to a bigger principle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Learning by doing, adapting as you go.
Iteration, yeah.
That real-world feedback loop is often much more valuable than just trying to figure it all out in your head beforehand.
And the cheat sheet brings up a great historical example here, Thomas Edison.
Oh, perfect. Edison.
He really embodies this, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
He wasn't theorizing about innovation in the abstract.
No?
He was relentlessly experimenting, trying thousands of things for the light bulb filament, famously.
Huh. Over 1,000 patents.
Right. He turned ideas like the light bulb, the phonograph, into reality through sheer persistent action. Not by philosophizing about their potential or waiting for some perfect insight, just trying stuff.
Okay, so from work, let's shift to personal well-being. Health and fitness, what's the trap there?
The endless diet wars.
Exactly. Getting bogged down in debates. Vegan versus keto, paleo, whatever's new this week.
Or even the ethics of it all, right?
Yeah, getting tangled in the morality of food choices.
Yeah.
While maybe not actually doing anything to improve your own health.
And you have to ask yourself, like, is all this debate actually helping my body? Or is it just, an intellectual exercise?
Good question.
Because the practical result of just debating is, well, nothing changes physically. You can argue macronutrient ratios forever. It won't improve your cardiovascular health if you're not acting on it.
So the practical approach is keep it simple.
Bingo. Eat a generally balanced, nutritious diet. Move your body regularly.
Like daily.
Ideally, yeah. The sheet really stresses consistency. Little things like cutting back on sugar, taking a 30-minute walk, drinking enough water. Those consistent habits matter way more than finding the one theoretically perfect diet that you maybe can't stick to anyway.
Right. Real gains come from what you actually do repeatedly.
Exactly. Not the perfect theory you never implement.
And the example used here is Florence Nightingale.
Oh, that's a powerful one.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, instead of getting lost in philosophical debates about suffering or the nature of disease,
Which she could have, easily.
absolutely, she focused on practical changes, healthcare reforms, things like improving hospital sanitation, clean water, fresh air, basic stuff, but revolutionary then,
And it worked.
dramatically. Her direct actions focused on practical realities, significantly lower death rates. Impact came from doing, not abstract discussion.
Okay, next up. Relationships. The trap here is overanalyzing abstract concepts of love.
Like, are soulmates real? That kind of thing.
Yeah, or seeking this perfect idealized partner before you'll even commit to someone real, chasing a myth.
But people do want a great connection, right? That desire for a perfect fit feels pretty human.
Yeah.
How does the sheet address that?
That's a fair point. It suggests that the quest for that theoretical perfection can actually get in the way of building something truly strong.
How so?
It sets this impossible standard. You end up overlooking real people, real connections, which are always imperfect because they don't match the fantasy.
So you miss out on what could be great, even if flawed.
Right. The idea is that real connection is something you build. It's not usually something you just find fully formed and perfect.
Okay, so the practical path is
Focus on the real relationship in front of you. Prioritize things like trust, communication, shared values.
building blocks.
Exactly. Building mutual respect and understanding. That's going to beat chasing a mythical ideal because, well, nobody's perfect. It's about building, not just waiting for the unicorn.
Makes sense.
And the example?
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Ah, interesting choice.
Yeah, the sheet points out she didn't seem to wait for some philosophically perfect marriage.
No, she forged a very strong working partnership with FDR
Right.
and devoted herself to her causes. Her focus was on loyalty, collaboration, doing good. Her actions and shared purpose define the meaning in that connection, not some abstract ideal.
Let's switch gears to money and investing. The trap here.
Getting stuck debating if money is evil or the morality of capitalism.
You got it. Instead of
Yeah.
actually managing your own finances. Yeah, and you have to wonder, does arguing about economic theory actually help you pay your bills or build security?
Probably not.
Right. The cost of that paralysis can be really tangible. Missed investment growth, maybe getting into debt while you're busy having philosophical debates.
So the practical approach is, well, practical.
Take sensible steps.
Yeah. Save some money, invest for the long haul, live within your means, steer clear of high-interest debt, basic stuff.
Let the results speak for themselves, not the rhetoric.
Exactly. The sheet says financial freedom comes from consistent, disciplined action, not just moralizing about money.
Okay, and who's the example here?
Someone pretty well known for practical results, Warren Buffett.
Haha, of course. The Oracle of Omaha.
He famously didn't get caught up in big theoretical debates about money's morality or complex economics, did he?
No, he understood that stuff doesn't directly make you money. He stuck to simple, proven investing principles.
Like what?
Living modestly, investing patiently in businesses he actually understood, focusing on long-term value.
And it worked out okay for him.
Understatement. He became one of the wealthiest people ever by being relentlessly practical, not philosophical about investing. His success is a direct outcome of that focus.
All right, moving on. Let's talk learning and self-development. The trap.
Getting lost in questions like, what is true knowledge?
Yeah, or can we really know anything for sure? Epistemology, basically.
Getting stuck there instead of actually, learning something useful.
And the danger is that deep intellectual curiosity, which is good in itself,
Can actually stop you from applying knowledge if you take it too far.
right, it becomes this kind of mental gridlock. You're so busy questioning the nature of knowledge, you never actually acquire or use any.
You end up knowing about knowing instead of just knowing stuff.
Huh. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So the practical path.
And just pick something that interests you. A skill, a subject.
And learn it.
Yeah, take a course, practice it, try to apply it somehow in your life. Embrace the idea of just getting better over time, getting feedback.
Instead of waiting for absolute certainty about truth itself.
Right. Because often real understanding comes from actually using the knowledge, not just thinking about it.
And the historical figure for this one, it's got to be Benjamin Franklin, right?
Perfect fit. Franklin was all about hands-on learning and self-improvement.
Definitely not just theory.
No way.
Yeah.
He founded a library. He tinkered with inventions like the lightning rod. He even wrote down virtues to actively practice.
Yeah, the 13 virtues.
He was constantly acting on knowledge, putting it to use, not just pondering its philosophical basis.
Okay, next domain, technology use. What's the philosopher trap here?
Worrying constantly about the big, maybe unanswerable questions.
Like, will AI become conscious? Or is technology going to destroy us all?
Those sci-fi, sometimes doomsday scenarios.
Right, getting caught up in that instead of actually engaging with the tools we have right now.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, it's about using what technology offers now, rather than being frozen by worries about the future.
You miss opportunities.
Exactly. Ethical discussions are important, absolutely. But paralysis means you're not benefiting from current tools that could make you more productive or informed.
So the practical advice is use the tech we have.
Leverage it. Enhance your work, your life. Stay informed on ethics, yes, but focus on using today's tools, AI assistance apps, whatever, to get things done now.
Make an impact with what's available.
Right. Shape and use what exists. Don't just debate endlessly about what might happen way down the line.
And Steve Jobs comes up as the example here.
Makes total sense.
Why him specifically?
Because Jobs was laser-focused on building intuitive, user-friendly tech that people could actually use immediately.
Macintosh, iPhone, iPad.
Right. Things that were practical, well-designed. He wasn't lost in abstract debates about the deep nature of technology. His success came from action, design, delivering tangible products.
Okay, last area. Personal happiness. The trap.
The meaning of happiness itself, constantly analyzing it.
Yeah, trying to find that perfect, elusive formula for a joyful life.
Yeah.
Like dissecting a feeling instead of feeling it.
And what's fascinating is how that overthinking can actually be a barrier to just experiencing happiness.
You're too busy defining it to feel it.
Sort of. The intellectual chase for a definition can distract you from the simple, everyday things that actually create feelings of joy or fulfillment.
So the practical approach isn't some grand theory.
No, it's much simpler. Identify the small things that genuinely bring you joy or a sense of fulfillment.
And just do them.
Consistently, yeah.
Yeah.
Spend time with people you care about, pursue hobbies, maybe practice gratitude, take care of your physical self.
Practical habits.
Exactly. The sheet emphasizes these habits foster happiness more effectively than trying to find some abstract, universal definition. Genuine happiness tends to flow from being engaged in the present.
Not chasing some future ideal state.
Precisely.
And the example for this one is Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, that's a great one, too.
How does she fit the practical approach?
Well, she famously turned significant personal challenges into a platform for positive action. She didn't seem to wait to theoretically define happiness. She actively created it through meaningful work, practicing gratitude, building community, helping others find purpose.
She lives it.
Yeah, her life really demonstrates the power of doing, of living out values rather than just theorizing about them.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. The big message from this 360-degree practical life strategy, what does it all boil down to?
It seems to be focus on doing and improving in all these different areas of life.
And if you do that,
You'll naturally spend less time caught in those overthinking loops, those philosopher traps.
and more time actually living.
Exactly. More action, less paralyzing analysis.
And that was really the goal of this deep dive, right? To give you, the listener, a kind of shortcut, a way to get the core insights and hopefully feel more ready to act.
Yeah, because if we look at the bigger picture, the point isn't just to know about these traps.
Is to avoid them.
Right. To actively sidestep them in your own life. Knowledge is powerful, but mostly when it's understood and applied.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Consider this. Is there an area in your life right now where maybe, just maybe, you're spending a bit too much time debating, analyzing, searching for the perfect answer? When a simple, consistent action, maybe even an imperfect one, could actually unlock some real progress or even just a bit more joy?
That's a really good question to ponder.
This deep dive really suggests the answer, and maybe the satisfaction is often found in the doing, not just the defining.